God of War 2018, a review after I did not finish it. Hi there, and welcome to my new channel. My name is Kate, and I don't finish video games. Or much of anything, really, I suppose, so this will be reviews of games I did not finish. Unlike other channels, I'll never be reviewing games on release day, nor after 100% completion, but instead after I'm done with the game, at least for now, when I've given up, gotten bored, or distracted, or otherwise moved on. There are too many games and too little me, so like most of us, I'm absolutely terrible at finishing any of them. But that's okay. Let's hope I actually finish making this video, though. Today's game I did not finish is God of War, the 2018 one, which I played on PS5, in which Kratos goes north, finds some Norse gods that want to kill him, has a son that follows him everywhere whose name he can't remember, and spoilers, spends the entire game climbing the wrong mountain. Yes, that's right. After 7 hours in which you and your 11-year-old son's only stated goal is to climb to the top of a mountain to scatter his mom's ashes, the game opens with her funeral, and many diversions along the way, the most BS of which is to an entire other realm, resolving a light elf versus dark elf war to get some magical nonsense light just to clear one little patch of darkness halfway up said mountain, because of a god or something, I don't know. And yes, there's just as much backtracking as it sounds like. Anyway, after 7 hours of much video game, fighting, puzzling, climbing, grunting aggressively, and refusing to use your son's name.
Steady, boy. 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 Here. Boy. Leaving, boy. Boy.
You finally reached the peak. Only to be told it's the wrong damn mountain, and you have to start all over. Needless to say, this is where I started to give up on this game. Although I kept playing a bit further for another hour or two, mostly to get footage for this. As of now, I have 8 hours played in the game. It feels like there's quite a bit of the story left to go still, I think, but I have no idea how much. The fighty bits of the game are probably the best part of this. Combat is good and chunky, even if there's a few enemies that are randomly way more difficult than anything else. Kratos is good at the smashy-smashy with his big magic axe, which is the only weapon you get in this, it seems. Just the Leviathan axe, and its upgrades, although you can, and should, throw it too, and it gets lots of different skills as you go. There's also different armors that can be upgraded and enchanted, although almost all of them have Kratos' nipples proudly on display. It's winter in Scandinavia. Atreus, your son's name is Atreus, not boy, also has an upgradable bow, which he can use in combat or for solving puzzles. I play the game on easy mode because the higher difficulties didn't really add anything interesting, just made the enemies way more damage spongy and hit a little harder. And I don't care enough about the game to make it harder just to drag it out longer. The game's setting and characters are all pretty great, as is the voice acting and graphics. Not much to complain about there, but since I do love to complain, I have to bring up the map. It is completely useless. As you can see, it just shows general areas, not how to get anywhere, or any of the pathing, or any details whatsoever. Useless. And no, you can't zoom in any more than that. There was one point in the game where I was stuck on where to go next, and spent like 40 minutes or more wandering back and forth through already cleared empty areas, looking for the path forward. The map and the objective markers no help at all. I finally had to look up a walkthrough. The solution ended up being both right in front of me, somewhere I had passed by 5 times, and ridiculously obtuse. I think just after that was when I understandably took my first several months break from the game. This is actually the second time I did not finish this God of War game. I first started playing it maybe 6 months ago for a bit, and drifted away from it after a few hours, but recently came back to it and played more. but I think I've had my fill of ashy nipples and pointless mountains for now. It's certainly possible I'll come back to it in the future eventually. It is a good game, in fact, if you're in the mood for a grunty muscle dude beat 'em up with mountain climbing, puzzle, junk collecting, boy get over here sort of game. I'm not gonna uninstall it yet. I'll probably play some more someday, but not for now. Maybe when Kratos stops being such a jerk to his kid, or I get bored. Well then, it seems I at least did finish this video. Did you? Let me know in the comments what the last game you didn't finish was. Oh, and what's that thing everyone says? Like, share, and subscribe? Anyway, good night. And don't feel guilty for not finishing games. Most of us don't. It only matters if you have fun along the way.
So that's it then?